Hello, good to see you. And today we're going to talk about or have a conversation around what do you do when the bottom falls out of your day that you have planned? And you're in your business, you have, your daily method of operations, things that need to get done. But what do you do when, emergencies happen, life happens? How do you get through that? Do you still get, you know, everything done? Do you say, forget it, I can't do this today? Just wondered. And I have five tips for you to consider. But I just want to know what you think about that. And while you're thinking about that, remember that the chat is open, the chat box, that you can drop your comments, your questions, your opinions, whatever that is. If it's something that you want me to answer, I will answer it. If it's just making a comment, a lot of times I still will say, oh, yeah, definitely, or something like that, because I agree with you, what you're saying. So, I will answer that whether you are here with me live or whether you are, here with me on the replay. And that would be fine. I can always answer because my notifications will let me know that someone has, made a comment or something. So while you're thinking about what you might do or what has happened to you in the past and how you handled it, think about that and let's be interactive. Drop in the chat for me and let me know what's happened to you, or have you ever thought about it, because maybe it hasn't happened to you yet. So while you do that, I'm going to introduce myself and to all those people out there, those lovely people that I haven't had the pleasure of meeting. My name is Cherie Woodard, and I'm hoping that you guys can hear me. Let me know if you can't, but I have my headphones on. So I'm hoping that I don't have to do this over again. It said it was working. So anyway, let me just take a look just in case. See if that little light is on. Yep, it's a blinking, so it should be working fine. And let me check the sound one more time. I just don't want to end up where it's like I'm, thinking I'm talking and nobody can hear me. But yep, volume is up as well. So my name is Cherie Woodard, and I help business builders and entrepreneurs to be able to come online and use the power of social media to get prospects, leads, and sales in their business. And I use a variety of methods, a variety of ways, and that's attraction marketing, lead generation, video marketing, as well as branding. I also give updated and modern tips. I'm looking down. I was looking down instead of at the camera. Sorry, that happens sometimes. I try to keep my eyes at the camera, but okay. So anyway, but I do give updated and modern tips and strategies to help you as well. And so that's basically what I do. Now I have a free training series, which is what got me started online, and it gave me a look at what it would be like to not be chasing and bugging my family and friends and chasing strangers that I didn't know and doing things that didn't feel good to me, doing things that were just not. I just didn't do well with them. And they made me to the point where it was starting to make my stomach sick, and that was just not good. So I went looking for a different way, and that's what I found. And so that is basically um, that's basically it, except when I started, I did start off with in a mentorship company, and they had this training series, and it gave me a look at what it's like to be, you know, have someone chasing you or attracted to you, as opposed to you having to chase others and bug family and friends. So I think I got that kind of all discombobulated, but I think you understand what I'm saying. I did the training, and it was just takes a little bit of your day, just a small piece of your day, and I did that, and it was awesome, and I have not looked back since. So so basically, it's a free training. I'll put the information on the video when it's downloaded, and it'll be in the comment section. So what did you think? I'm not seeing anything in the comments. And let me take a drink of water. All right, this is my first conversation of the day, so I get pretty dry early in the morning. I'm pretty dry, so it's not early in the morning. Maybe not for you. For me, it's early because I'm not a morning person. But and I guess I could be, but I don't really want to be. After all the years of nursing and getting up at 4:30 in the morning and running all day. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so okay, I digress. Now, so for me, when the bottom drops out of my day, and it has done that several times. It's done it when my older son had a kidney stone attack, ended up in the hospital, had to have, a couple of surgeries. And it's happened to me when I've had to, when they were younger, even trying to get them, they were playing or whatever. Next thing I know, somebody's cut or hurt, or, like my youngest son, David, his chin was cut, so we had to, head to the ER. And so, there are a lot of things. And then, oh my gosh, the technological problems and issues with my wire being cut over and over, and then, just trying to get it fixed. So there are things that happen, and I know you have things that happen to you as well, and they can just kind of throw your day completely off. But there are some tips that I want you to consider, to just not just say, oh, today is a wash and just forget about it. No, there are people that are expecting you to show up. Those people that are following you, those people that you've earned the right for them to want to be a part of what it is that you're doing and what you're saying and what, information that you're delivering. So you don't want to leave them hanging. I mean, if you can do anything, to not do that, that would be great. And so this is what I have. Let me stick to my notes. So number one, it's important to, when everything is like going crazy, you have to find the calm and breathe. I mean, that's one of the things that I start to do. I start to take some deep breaths, slow, deep breaths in and out. And I give myself, while I'm doing that, I'm relaxing myself, I'm calming myself, and I'm thinking about what it is that I really need to get done. So that's number two. So initially, try to relax yourself with however that would be for you. It might be praying, it might be meditation, it could be, like I said, deep breathing. It could be going and saying some affirmations to yourself, maybe in the mirror, and getting yourself together, wiping the tears from your eyes, and then move forward and do number two, non-negotiables. the non-negotiables need to get done. They may not get done at the time that you planned, but you can still get them done sometime in that day, maybe. I mean, that's what I found. I've been able to still do my non-negotiables, and one of those is my doing my lives. And sometimes, I'm like, oh, because my computer is, acting up, or the internet's acting up, or I don't have any internet. And, it's just a lot of different things that happen. My phone is acting janky or whatever. And, but I refuse to let that pull me down and knock me off my horse. I do my non-negotiables, and like I said, it may not be at the time that I would normally want to go. Sometimes I've had to show up at 1 o'clock, sometimes 2, sometimes 10 in the morning, sometimes 9. It just depends. But I want to be able to still get that information out there for you. That's why I ask you to keep your notifications on so you know when I'm going live, because life happens to us all. And then number 3, I have check out your DMO. Look at what it is that you can change or reschedule. It's up to you. It's your schedule, and there are certain things that have to be done, but there are some things that are lower priority, so you can move them around, on your daily method of operation. And, well, this can go later today. Well, this can go, I can do that tomorrow or the next day. It's just a 1 week, one a week thing, or a twice a week thing. You have time, to move things around. And then number 4, after you've done all of this and you made it through, then evaluate it. What 3 things worked for you? What 2 things didn't work as well? And what 1 thing might you do different? You might have, some people like to make sure that they have everything written down. So they may have a skeleton schedule that's a part of what so they don't even have to go through and look at their DMO and see what can be moved, what can't. They've already got it, so if something happens, this is my skeleton schedule. This is my skeleton DMO. This is what I'm going to do. These are the things that I need to get done. And they do it from that. So it just depends on you as a person and how you do it. But in your evaluation of yourself, that's why I like to use, don't tell me their name's going to elude me now. I tell you, the brain, sometimes it just kind of plays with you. And you can't think of the names that you want until after you don't need them. But anyway, Blair and Melissa Dunkley. So I like their method of evaluation because it doesn't allow you to beat yourself up. It allows you to help take the emotion out of what you're evaluating, which is how your day went, when the bottom fell out, were you able to get things accomplished that were at the top of your priority? The secondary things, were you able to get those things done, or did you have to reschedule them? And the things that are like third, and lowest priority, did you just move them to another day? And just when you're evaluating, you just use 3 things that went well, and you don't go overboard. Just 3 things. 2 things that didn't go as well, and 1 thing of what might you do differently. So I like the way they do that, because it keeps you from beating up on yourself, which is number 5, be kind to yourself. I mean, we're all going to have crazy days. We're all going to have stuff that happens. We're all going to have, like, in the middle of a storm, we're trying to do our live, or, do whatever it is that we plan to do. And sometimes it's, stuff just happens, and, we have to keep it moving. We have to continue to move forward and just, say, no, this is not taking away my day. I'm going to do the things that I said I was going to do, and I'm going to get the things done that are most important and that I can use to help those people that I want to help. And that's the most important thing. We want to still be able to be a help to those people that we want to help. Sorry, you would think that I hadn't drank any water at all over the last week, the way my mouth keeps just like drying up. Could it be anxiety? And if so, why am I having anxiety when this is something that I do a lot? Anyway, but it's important to be kind to you. It's important to treat yourself, with love, respect, and care, and to not beat up on yourself because stuff didn't go the way that you wanted it. I mean, things happen, stuff happens. And, we don't have control over the weather. We don't have control over people that are cutting the grass and cut through your cable for your internet. There are certain things we just don't have control over, but we do have control over how we react to it and how we get through it. Those things we're in control of. So I'm not seeing any questions or anything in the chat box right now. So that is basically all I had for today. I hope the information was valuable. I hope it's helpful for you. I hope you do consider it. And, because I was already being taught, in this company to be able to, pivot and do, what it is that you can do, get your non-negotiables done, and then keep moving. It's just stuff happens, life happens. So, what I'm going to do when the video is downloaded, I will have the information for the free training series on the video in the comment section. So right now what I'm going to do is some housekeeping things really quick. And so keep your notifications on so you know when I'm going live. Remember that we're still walking through the same stuff we've been walking through for over a year now. So do the best that you can to keep you, your family, your friends, and others safe. I find it simpler and easier for me to just follow the CDC guidelines, and I wear a mask everywhere. And I am 65 years old, and I'm asthmatic, and I don't have time to be catching whatever that stuff is. Anyway, the other thing is there are some people out there that are isolated. So a phone call, text message, email, or even trying to get them on a Zoom might really brighten their day and really lift their spirits. As well as, did I forget? Oh, okay. And for us, for us who pray, please continue to lift us and our world in prayer as we walk through this stuff that we've been walking through for a while. And we will make it through this. We will get to the other side. We will be the stronger for it. We will deal with the change of whatever it looks like, and we'll keep it moving. We've been doing it all, people have been doing it for years, eons, centuries, whatever time frame you want to put on it. People have been steadily moving ahead and trying to keep things going. And so things are changing, and that's one thing we can always count on, change. So basically, wherever you are in the world, no matter what time it is for you, whether it's morning, afternoon, evening, nighttime, sleepy time, always make it the best that you can make it. Always be the best that you can be. God bless you, God keep you, and I will see you again tomorrow on another live with hopefully some more information that will be helpful to you, that will give you some value, and we'll go from there. So I'm going to get off here because you know that I'll keep talking. Don't want to keep doing that. So talk soon. Have a good one. Bye now.